Myers' Four-Star Playhouse presents Dick Powell, Charles Boyer, David Niven, Joan Fontaine. Tonight on Four-Star Playhouse, we present Dick Powell in A Study in Panic.
Fred. Yeah, boss?
I've just finished reading yesterday's column on the fire.
Uh-huh.
Tonight at the fire on the west side, I saw the ugly face of panic. I saw civilized men clawing and smashing their way through women and children to save their own precious skins. What kind of men are these that fear turns into jungle animals? It's pretty strong stuff, Fred.
Well, it's true.
That's not the point. Do me a favor, will you, Fred, and leave the fires to our reporters? That's what they get paid for. People are supposed to turn to your column for charm, a few chuckles, and a little warmth.
Okay. Tomorrow night, back to normal. I'll interview Cuddles Laverne, Bubble Dancer Supreme. Do an obituary in the old Globe Theater they're tearing down. A lot of lively things like that. Nothing but chuckles and charm.
Well, that's what the people want, Fred.
That's what they want. That's what they get. Hey, Curly.
Yes, Mr. Jordan?
By any chance, did you read my column tonight?
Well, no. You see...
I see. You never used the stuff, huh?
Well,
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I was just wondering if I did go off the deep end. I'm afraid our ever-loving editor isn't too happy.
Oh.
That makes two of us.
Well, and who is this?
What's that got to do with it?
Oh, new proofreader, Ella Graham. Major, applied psychology, result, girl, iceberg.
Don't worry about Curly, dear. He's in the difficult years, 14 to 40. Now, what was it you didn't like about my column?
I knew your office would be like this.
Oh?
Sloppy.
Oh, be it ever so humble, there's no place like home, I always say.
And I knew you'd be like this. Sloppy man, sloppy office, sloppy mind.
You care for a cup of sloppy coffee?
No. Where did you learn your psychology? In a gutter.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
What kind of men are these that fear can turn into jungle animals? What kind of men do you suppose they are? They're men exactly like yourself.
No, honey. I'm scared of bill collectors, cold germs, outraged proofreaders, and a lot of things. But I can't see myself getting so worried about my own skin that I'd trample women and children.
Mice, men, monkeys, and guinea pigs. They all respond to the stimuli of panic in precisely the same way. That, Mr. Jordan, is one of the basic principles of psychology. But of course you wouldn't know about that.
What are you so upset about?
Didn't you ask yourself how these men are going to face their families after this column appears? All they did was react just the same as you would in the same situation. Yet you mount a pedestal and stand in judgment of them.
Got a nervous feeling you don't like me.
Oh, it infuriates me to think that an untrained, uninformed primitive
Primitive?
is allowed to write such drivel and get it published.
Well, at least my readers love me.
After tonight, they won't. You'll get 100 letters calling you a maladjusted, ego-sublimated...
My readers?
100 enraged letters.
Well, my readers only get angry if I don't print their corny poems. 100 letters. I'll bet you $1 I don't get one.
Bet you $1. Isn't that typical? Reduce the whole argument to the level of a bookmaker. Oh, and another thing.
I was afraid of that.
You spell like a 2-year-old. It's I before E, except after C. Will you try to remember that?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get myself a dictionary. Yap. Take it.
Why?
I want you to write, Dear Mr. Jordan, on that. Now, go ahead.
Look, I'm very busy. We'll play these kiddie games some other time, all right?
Then write, You are too smug, Mr. Jordan.
Oh, that I'll do. Oh, by the way, gentlemen, this is the Mr. Jordan who spells so atrociously.
Thank you. I've only known him 5 years. Now try with your left hand.
Happy to. You are far too smug, Mr. Jordan.
Well, okay. You should have taken me up on I bet you the dollar.
You got letters. I knew it.
Letter. Singular. Very singular.
Dear Mr. Jordan, I was thoroughly annoyed by your column concerning panic. Obviously, you are far too smug, and you lack the proper respect for fear, Mr. Jordan. Here somebody feels the way I do. So I'm taking it upon myself to teach you about fear. Sometime during the next 24 hours, I'm going to kill you. Kill you?
Anonymous. I want you to be constantly on guard, wondering if I'm the man next to you in the crowded bar. Now, what would I be doing in a bar? Or coming down some lonely street or waiting for you in the shadows. Oh, brother, brother, when will we face each other? How will I strike? For the answer to these and many other questions, tune in tomorrow, same time, same station.
Oh, don't throw it away. Where's he from?
Well, there's a postmark on the envelope, a little town called Silver Springs, about 10 miles from here.
You should report it to the police. The man might be a homicidal paranoic or something.
Oh, relax. Every columnist gets a dozen of these letters a month from screwballs trying to give themselves a cheap thrill. Doesn't mean a thing. I just thought you wanted to read it.
Just a minute. You took a sample of my handwriting. You thought I wrote it.
Well, you said, here's someone who believes the same as I do, unquote.
Oh, of all the nerve.
Homicidal paranoid. How do you spell that? Hi, Joe.
Oh, hi, Mr. Jordan.
What's new?
Yeah, nothing. No fights, no excitement, no customers.
Yeah, it's quiet all over. I'm going to have a rough night filling a column.
Yeah. Well, if I could do... Hey, there's a dame looking for you. She's been in and out a couple of times. Said she'd be back. I don't know what she... Hey, there she is.
Well, Madam Freud, as I live and breathe.
And you won't be doing either very long if you don't call the police.
What do you mean?
That maniac from Silver Springs. He telephoned the newspaper tonight trying to locate you.
Oh, really?
All right, Mr. Know-It-All. There are the telephone calls. He called 4 times.
How did you get mixed up in this?
As I was leaving the office, I heard Helen at the switchboard trying to page you. She said you had an urgent call from Silver Springs. He sounded very excited, almost incoherent. Tell the police that he's obviously a paranoid. Probably stemming from some
I'm not
sort
going to tell the police anything. I'll get this screwball on the phone and read the riot act to him.
It won't do any good.
Hello, long distance? I want Silver Springs 90605. Mm-hmm. Oh, and reverse the charges. Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
Put one hand on the menu and raise the other one.
If you want, I should testify about the soup. All I can promise is, it's wet.
I'll have a large one. You want something?
No, nothing, thanks.
How'd you find me?
Oh, they gave me a complete list of your schedule for the evening, which includes, I understand, an interview with Cuddles Laverne.
Oh, yes, lovely girl. She's not an iceberg.
Oh, why don't they answer?
Give him time. He's got to take off his horns. Oh? Okay. Well, all right, operator, cancel it. Oh, I can see him just sitting there in the dark listening to the telephone ring, laughing like a loon. What's the matter?
That man over there. He was staring at you so while you were on the phone.
Oh?
With a whole restaurant to choose from. Why would he sit right there?
Well, it's a free country.
Joe,
Yeah, what?
what kind of place are you running here anyway? Giving an old customer like Mr. Jordan cold soup.
It wasn't cold when I put it down a few seconds ago.
It's all right.
No, if the lady says it's cold, I'll change it. So, it's a break for the cat.
No, don't do that. Don't give it to the cat.
Well, why not give it to the cat, friend? I ask you a question.
Please.
Be careful.
What's wrong with giving the soup to the cat? Something the matter with the soup, friend? Why all the interest in my soup while I was at the telephone? I asked you a question. Why the interest in the soup?
Don't you know? It's written all over my face. I'm hungry. It's hungry. When I thought of giving that soup to the cat,
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I'm sorry. Here, sit down. Joe, my soup's all right. Give him a fresh bowl, will you?
Sure.
Thank you.
Dear, come with me. Look there. See that bench out there? That's a bus stop. Now, you go sit on that bench until the bus comes. Then get on the bus and go home. When you get home, curl yourself up with all those fancy books of yours and read about what makes people tick. Now, get out of here.
I was wrong, and I'm terribly sorry. But that doesn't alter the fact that a man has threatened to kill you and might be on his way here now.
Good night, dear. Good night. Good night. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Take a look. Too much mascara.
So who'll notice?
Yeah. So where were we?
Well, you were giving me a little monologue about how Junior couldn't digest cow's milk.
Oh, don't call him Junior. His name is Thomas Lester Bentley. Timmy for short.
Well, before we get into that, would you mind telling me about that raid in Chicago last month when the judge made you do your act?
Oh, later. So let me tell you this. This poor kid of mine, he loses 6 pounds in less than 3 weeks. My hubby and I were worried sick. You're not writing any of this down.
I had a good memory.
Well, anyway, let me tell you this. When we find out he's allergic, that's my cue.
Oh,
I'll need that one, too.
okay.
Oh, don't go away. I love talking to you.
Oh, Mr. Jordon.
Oh, no, it can't be. You took the wrong bus, huh?
Oh, I went on home, but I nearly went out of my mind thinking about what might happen to you.
Would you please stop worrying about me?
I went back to Joe's place, but you'd already left. Then I remembered where you would be.
We're back on that mad killer kick again.
Will you do one thing for me, please? And don't laugh. My father keeps this in a closet for protection.
Take it easy with that thing.
Would you please carry it tonight for me?
First of all, you gotta have a license to carry one of these things. And second, I'm more afraid of this than I am the mad killer. And third, it isn't loaded. Now, take it back to your father and put it in the closet where you got it.
I guess I've just made a fool of myself again, haven't I?
Ella, listen. I'm very grateful you thought enough to bother, but please stop worrying about me. Our mad killer is sound asleep in Silver Springs. That I can assure you.
You really believe that, don't you?
I've got to believe it. If I begin by being afraid of what I'm going to run into out there in the night, I might as well start covering wedding receptions and flower shows. I like the city at night, and I'm just not the type to be afraid.
I guess I not only made a fool of myself, I wasted my time.
Oh, the boogeyman.
You must be the one that's been calling Mr. Jordon from Silver Springs.
Yes.
Well, I don't know exactly where to find him. He's stopping several places. I do know that he's covering a story at the Old Globe Theater sometime tonight. If you'll wait just a minute, I'll try to give you a list of some of his stops. Morning Express. Yes, he is. I'll connect you. Morning Express.
I've been waiting for you.
Me?
You? Connie, Prince Charlie, the man of the flying trapeze, the soldier SWAT. Anybody with a cigarette and a social conscience.
Give up.
And a light, if you will. An unlit cigarette isn't worth much. I bless you. You have made me the king of the night. Till dawn, I shall stand here listening to the sounds of the dying world, listening to the sluggish thunder of a million hearts.
It's pretty good. Sluggish thunder of a million hearts. Well, it's been a lean night for my column. 50 cents a line, standard fee. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you were going to stay and listen to the sounds of a dying world.
The gurgle of muscatel at 49 cents a quart is also a lovely sound, my friend.
Morning Express.
Oh, hello, Helen. Mr. Jordan. I want you to do something for me. Send them and the boys down to the morgue and get some pictures of the old Globe Theater, will you? I'm right outside of it now. Yeah, I want some pictures, 40, 50 years ago when it was in all its glory. That's right. Put them on my desk, will you?
Yes, Mr. Jordan. Oh, by the way, did he reach you all right?
Who?
The man from Silver Springs.
What are you talking about?
Well, he was in the office just about an hour ago looking for you. I told him the only place I was sure you'd be was at the theater.
You mean he really came in? Oh, come on, Helen. You're not in cahoots with that Ella. Helen, call the police and tell them to get out here as fast as they can.
Hey, I'm sorry to cut you short like this, but we don't have a phone at home and there's none around for blocks. I'll give it right back to you in just a minute.
Okay.
Gee, thanks very much. I'm so nervous I'm rocking inside. Hello, Dr. Barnett. This is Harry Kagan. Listen, my wife's getting her pains every 3 minutes now. Oh, about a half hour ago, yeah. Yeah, okay, right away. Well, it's all yours. I gotta get back to Thelma. Hey, wish us luck, huh?
I hope it's twins.
Oh, no, we got a set of them.
Morning Express.
Oh, Helen, it's me again.
Oh, Mr. Jordan, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just getting like an old maid in my declining years.
You scared me out of 5 years' growth.
Dear, did you call the police?
Well, sure I did.
Well, call them back and tell them never mind.
What is this?
Do it right away, will you? I'll be the laughing stock of the town. Yeah, that little dame still got me on the merry-go-round. I'm going to take a look inside the theater and then come on in. Okay. Tonight, all by myself, I attended a wake. I walked amid the crumbling ruins of the old Globe Theater, whose bones are now being cleared away to make room for what? A pretzel factory or a parking lot? All in the name of sweet progress. Southern and Marlowe recited Shakespeare from the stage. John Barrymore thundered and roared and raged on this stage. Otis Skinner, John Drew, the list is endless. Yes, but where are you? Who is it? Where are you?
Back here.
Where are you?
Back here. Hurry.
Hello! Hello!
Through the side door. The back stairway. Down here. Stairway collapsing. You're getting nearer. Hurry.
Where are you?
I can see you.
Why can't I see you?
You're almost here. Almost here.
All right, I'm coming.
I knew you'd find me, Mr. Jordan.
How'd you know my name? How'd you know my name? Answer me! Answer me! How did you know my name?
Jordan? Fred, what is this?
Captain!
Say, what is this? What happened? Your office phoned and said you'd be down here.
Well, this guy from Silver Springs came in town looking for him, and
I know. He just came into headquarters, and I brought him down here with me.
What?
I don't know what to say.
Are you the fellow who sent the letter?
No. I'm a guard down there, at the sanitarium. It was one of the patients. I should have known better, but he seemed so rational at the time.
One of the inmates gave Mr. Harris the letter and asked him to mail it for him as a favor.
Like a fool, I did. He told me it was just a letter of appreciation for your fine column. Then after I mailed it, he told me what he'd written. That's why I've been trying to reach you. Mr. Jordan, I could get fired if you found out about that letter.
Wait a minute. Come on, follow me, quickly.
How is he? The doc says he's got a broken leg and suffering from shock, but he'll be all right. He'll be back in a couple of months watching the new place. If there's anything for him to watch.
Oh, the poor guy.
He was lighting the lamps for you when the stairway collapsed.
Oh, that's how I knew my name. You know, Captain, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you hadn't come in when you did, I'd have run out of here like an animal. Something I never knew existed took over my nerves, my mind, my body. Raw panic.
Well, it's human nature.
Forget it. No, I'm not going to forget it. I'm going to write about it. That's the least I can do. Down to the last minute detail, down to the last squeal of what fear did to me. I can say that no man has the right to stand on a pedestal and point the finger of shame at another.
Well, it's none of my business, but I don't go for those deep columns of yours. I like them when they've got a laugh, a joke, a poem.
Chuckles and chimes?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, you better not buy the paper tomorrow. Well, it's getting late. I better run along. Got a lot to do. Got to get cleaned up, make a phone call, write a column, and, buy a dictionary. Good night.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Four Star Playhouse and all the members of the Bristol Myers organization, thank you for being with us this evening. I hope you enjoyed our play and that you'll be with us again next week. Good night.